was going to say, I haven't seen an Onyx in forever. I was sweating. I was getting uncomfortable.
Don't worry. You're getting two here. There's going to be a lot of cannon sounds, a lot of gauntlet sounds, a lot of signature sounds as well, and it won't just be coming from those two characters. It'll also be, well, really from all characters, because, of course, we have Azariel. There's one signature already, and we also have Walshy's Val. So we're going to see a lot of signatures from that as well. That's the way people are playing Val now. We're back in 2017, Dara. Where's Addy Mestic? This is his time now.
That's what I'm saying the whole time. Yeah, Miss 2017 Brawlhalla, absolutely. At the moment, though, Walshy going to be knocked off stage here. Luna going to be looking for this downing, tossing out the weapon. Now Luna found himself in a bit of a nasty position for just a second. Made it back onto the stage. Zen patrolling, looking for the recovery. And Snowy with an excellent little whiff punish just said, hey, thanks for jumping up here. I have a neutral with your name on it.
Zen, like he's flying around with these gauntlets, but he's also getting handled here. Luna so far, that's the first stock. It's not going to be on top of Zen. It's going to be Walshy sent over to the right side. See if the red team can get the full team wipe here. There's Zen gone. What has Walshy got for us? He doesn't have the gauntlets in his hand, so I don't think we're going to get a cheeky side signature. Gravity cancel towards the right side, but we could see the side signature over the corner. That neutral light, and Walshy immediately turns over to the right side, wants to do the 2v1 edge guard against Snowy, does hit the side air, gets the KO.
Okay, Luna looking for the side air jump call out, does not actually find it, and Zen with a quick little whiff punish going to be evening up this stock count all across the board. Walshy and Zen slightly behind on damage. Let's see what they'll do to even it back up. Tries to get a couple of double gauntlet combos coming out. Nothing too successful, nothing too fruitful quite yet. Okay, neutral into the neutral light. What do they got? Nah, Zen missing that pickup with the neutral leg. That would have been so huge, you would have been able to put him off stage. But Walshy, they're still popping it out of nowhere. You know what? I'm loving blue team's damage output. It's sweet. It's nice.
Red team's doing a good job of staying even with them, and actually just a little bit ahead at this point because of Snowy not taking the damage. He is still in the yellow, but Walshy and Zen, they were putting work on Snowy. Luna comes in, they hit the side air, send Luna away, go back over to Snowy. They're like, they swatted Luna away like he was a fly. Like he was buzzing around while they were trying to get work done, slapped him down, completely dealt with him, back over to Snowy.
And now it is Zen that is going to be holding on to the lead for the blue team. It is Snowy holding on to the lead for the red team. Who's going to lose the first stock? Or the second stock, excuse me. We'll just have to see in just a moment. Okay, Walshy looking for the anti-air, doesn't actually find it. Zen still somehow hanging on to this and interrupting that side zig, which is so important. Once again, that is the only weakness of that move. It is the amount of time that it actually takes for, you know, after the animation comes out for the final hits to connect. Zen coming in there with the recovery, knocking Luna out quite deep. Look at how damaged Luna is. This might be the fall of red team.
Look at how damaged everybody is, Tara. This is crazy. Snowy gets taken out. Zen gets taken out. It's now Walshy and Luna back for the 1v1 for just a moment, but Luna actually going over on the left side is going to be stuck without a weapon. Zen kind of making his way over while also being present so he can follow up off of Walshy again. They swat Luna away like he is absolutely nothing. Go back to work on Snowy. They're about to take him out. That weapon toss, he does have Gauntlet Cider. He's going to have a dodge as well. Came off a cooldown. Neutral light, sending Snowy over to the edge. Still has Gauntlet Cider. Still has his dodge in hand. Now it's burned, but he'll have it back by the time anything happens.
Oh, Walshy wanting to interrupt that a little bit, you know, misspacing that happens to the best of us. I mean, the only hope that Snowy has is to somehow get rid of Walshy, and that's not going to be that easy when you have Zen patrolling behind you, just keeping him safe as possible. Snowy waiting, biding his time, jumping into the neutral light, and Walshy closing out that game 1 for blue team. That was not, you know, a super dominant game for the blue team. It was pretty close up until the end, and then it became a 2v1, and then, you know, it was a 2v1 as predicted. Yeah, you're right. Luna got kind of swatted away.
Yeah, he at that moment you take away the LUN above his name, and I think that's not Luna for sure. No way. That's somebody else that Snowy's playing with. That's how good Walshy and Zen played. It's not Luna playing bad. It's Walshy and Zen playing that good, making him look like a worse player than he actually is.
Yeah, I love how quickly, once again, I keep saying this every time that I see Zen and Walshy on the screen, the amount of times that they're just able, in the heat of a battle, to be able to win that 2v1 engagement, to be able to start that kind of engagement, they just pick it up from any position that they're in. I mean, it's always excellent. And now I am noticing something, as the day goes on, the amount of times that we have allowed Devilgen, the amount of times that we've allowed Zariel to get away with a side signature has slowly decreased.
Yes.
People are not only not jumping into it as much, but they're also just interrupting it. They're stopping it.
Dara, we're learning. North America. All the other regions always make fun of our education system, but look, we're learning. We're doing it.
That's Take that, EU.
And I can say that because I live in Louisiana, one of the worst educated states in the entire United States.
I'm in New York. I got nothing to say at all. We're actually doing pretty good. Can't lie. Zen off stage, trying his best to make it on. Snowy focusing on Walshy, and Zen's like, okay, cool. You know what? You can hit my teammate. I'll use that as my opening to get back on. The side signature does come out. Walshy knocked down to 2 stocks, and now look at red team. They're looking relatively healthy.
Kind of controlling the ground here. Luna just sitting on center stage, kind of splitting up the blue team. That's the win condition. We talked about it earlier. When you split up the blue team, they can't do their 2v1 shenanigans. They can't find those moments to follow up off one another. So if Luna, absolutely, if Luna's in the middle of the stage, he can send one person one way, then his teammate sends the other person the other way. That's how you handle Walshy and Zen.
Oh, Walshy though, you know, still can't handle that side light into the recovery. Snowy's free stock is going to be gone here. Luna almost out, and you know what? Luna just going to be holding out, making sure to clean this up as quickly as possible and get back into the swing of things. Snowy not going to get away with that neutral light, as Zen comes in with that D-light as well, interrupting it. Luna focusing back onto Walshy,
Great
but
interruption.
Again, that's what you have to do. You have to do those, and they're doing it now. They're not letting Zariel do that egregious damage output, the amount of knockback over and over with that side sig.
And that's where you have to, like, in your mind, make that split-second decision as Walshy falls onto his final stock. The split up that they're able to do on the blue team is so good, but that's where you take that split-second decision. Oh, okay, they have something big here. Now, unfortunately, that's where the grab property is a little bit of a negative because it only picked up one person there, so it didn't grab both of them that they could continue into the 2v1 combo.
Yeah, you can't really get like that super win-win condition, right, of having them stack, but luckily, you know what? It will pick the enemy at least one time out of all those, but it does give the other opponent the time to be able to react and then also punish you as well. So, you know, if you get him stacked, you better hope they have a teammate to back you up. Luna going to be losing out on his second stock. Snowy sandwich,
nice.
But does not matter. He gets that KO. Beautiful confirm, makes it back onto the stage, and now they want to punish Walshy, but you know what? Keeping it simple, not overcommitting off stage.
Except Snowy does feel confident that he can push off stage because he was super red on second stock, has one stock to play with.
Oh,
Zen's gonna fall, and that's really not the person we expected to fall first. We expected it to be Walshy because he was so damaged, but that's where Snowy is like, yeah, I'm gonna push off stage. If I get the KO, I'm a legend. I'm a best player in the game. If I end up falling here, I spawn back in, I'm fresh, so if I get hit by these high strength moves, I'm not worried about it. I'm white, I'm yellow, it's not a problem. I can help my teammate quickly instead of being sent away for 10 or 15 seconds.
I mean, honestly, at this point, the real tragedy was if it wasn't going to be Zen, it was going to be Walshy.
Yep.
Because they were both just stacked up on top of each other. So it really depended on which way he was going to drift. Am I going to choose you? Am I going to choose you? Somebody was getting hit. Somebody was losing their stock. And that person just so happened to be Zen off stage. But no matter what, blue team was going to take a punishment there because when they're both recovering from the same exact like axis, they have no mix-ups. They don't have enough resources at that position to stall, to delay, to really think about this one. They have to make it back on, and they have to touch the wall. Guess what Zen didn't do? Touch the wall.
He didn't touch the wall. That meant he didn't reset his jumps. Even though he got his dodge back eventually, like he's all the way down there. He's off screen. You're going to get that little whoop of movement, and then that's about it. You're not going far enough. Not at all. And Snowy and Luna take that game reasonably confident. It seemed like split up. You've got to do the divide and conquer. That's the most important method. I'm going to put y'all on game here. You want to go up against Walshy and Zen? Split them up.
I say the same thing all the time. Thank you for quoting me. Zen currently looking for an opening with Cider. Okay, just going to be eating a D-Light from Luna at the moment. Okay, nice little combo, but such a good interruption from Snowy getting in there in time, helping out his teammate. Okay. Okay, Luna.
All
okay,
right.
Luna.
All right. Is Luna looking like a bot there for a second, just signaturing across the stage. Looking like when someone DQs out of a free-for-all game when they end up losing their stock very early on.
Yeah, it's you know, it's really nice in the heat of battle, but man, this is it. This is finally the moment.
They're
People
swatting
are
Luna away
punishing
like a fly.
Zariel's side stick. Wow.
They're
Who'd've
making him
thought?
look worse than he is. Let's see if he can turn it up here on the second stock. At least for the red team, everybody is in the red, so they could get the full team wipe here. Snowy going in, went for the D-Light into the neutral light. An interesting choice when he hit the D-Light from reasonably far away, so unless like Walshy dodged in, which he wasn't going to do there, that neutral light's not going to pick up.
Okay, Luna finding a neutral light as well, sending Walshy super deep off stage, and they'll just let him back on because Zen spawned right there with him to help him out. The recovery does come out. Snowy knocked down to 2 stocks, and at the moment we have to take a look at Walshy and how he is staying somehow on 3 stocks. And it might not last for too long at this point, considering he keeps going back to Luna, but the neutral light didn't connect. But Luna with the offstage reversal, I've seen those all day long. Oop, I'm behind you. Okay, I have a side. That's just what gauntlets do sometimes, don't they?
Went for the big offstage engagement, though, hoping to find something big while Luna was in the orange. You grab a neutral air, you burn some options, you hit a ground pound, and then he ends up falling and losing his stock.
It was a ticking clock. That was going to be gone eventually. Might as well, you know, try to go out with a bang.
And, I mean, we got a cannon on the field, so we got a lot of bangs coming out. Actually, we got 2 cannons on the field, of course. There's a bang right there.
You know what? I wouldn't have noticed it unless you pointed it out. Thank you so much. Walshy and Zed taking out both Luna and Snowy stock. One of them sitting at 1 stocks. Snowy barely hanging on to 2 at this point. And look how patient Walshy is being. Just jumping over Snowy. Now Zen. Oh my god, what a spike. That was huge. And going to be finishing his food as well, cleaning up Zen's 2nd stock.
Good confirm on that ground pound, and Snowy picks up a weapon. I'm actually really surprised that didn't KO. They do eventually get the stock anyway, and Snowy, he's the one surviving on his 2nd stock. All of a sudden it falls right there. He's very much in the red. Walshy and Zen. Everybody is on final stock here. Everybody's reasonably even. Luna maybe attempting the edge guard here. It was 2 gauntlet players over on the right side, but Luna disengages. Maybe wants to go help Snowy out, or maybe wants to try and force the blue team even further apart because they were too close to one another.
Okay, huge side stick that time around and able to convert off of it as well. Just really maximizing the damage output. Right now, the red team has a very slight lead, especially when it comes to this positioning. Snowy and Luna looking really comfortable onto the stage. Now, that time around, the grab actually just gets one of them, but then the hitbox comes out, hits the both of them. Luna with the D-Light into the side as well. Does Zen have any hope of making it back? I mean, it's quite unlikely, isn't it?
He wanted to play high in the sky, hoping he could snake someone off the top, but he didn't get it, and it was actually the turnaround from Snowy, the unarmed kit with the unarmed recovery. He gets the KO, and that is the game for Snowy and Luna.
Yeah, they're tuning up. They are doing great. I like the fact that like Luna was just able to get some stuff worked out from the beginning. I was like, okay, wait, maybe I shouldn't press side stick across the screen. And then started really connecting them. They started to get a lot of combos that they got a lot of damage out. I love these edge guards. I love the edge guards. I love how aggressive they're being. They're getting a lot of reversals off stage as well. And they're making sure to clean up those stocks out there as well and not really let them get back on. So you know what? They're lethal. They're knocking them out. They're doing exactly what they have to do.
This is Luna doing 575 damage, taking 527. He's throwing out 15 signatures, as you should, as a Zarya player, hitting 33% of them, which means 5 are hitting. A lot of them are ending up in KOs as well. He's out here thinking, after he got swatted away like a fly, that everybody had amnesia. They forgot. He is him.
Okay, Snowy, though, getting so aggressive offstage, man. Gauntlets, they only want one thing. They want to jump out there. They want to find that ground pound.
They want nair, they want ground pound. They want nair, they want ground pound.
God, they're all the same. Snowy, though, huge little pickup. And is that going to be the combo? Yes, it will be. Oh, that was so clean. That was sick.
I'm telling you, this is what I was talking about, thinking with the confidence in Luna and Snowy, knowing that they got this one. They're barely in the orange right now. They have Walshy on 2nd. Zen is very much in the red. And now they're just chasing Walshy. Do they want to bully him out of the game, put him on a final that quickly? But Walshy, he's throwing hands. He's nairing one, throwing him down, nairing the other, throwing him down.
Okay, then Zen, unfortunately, going to be losing out on that stock as well, eating another side sig to the face. That bow side sig goes crazy. Luna holding onto the bow here, able to get another one as well, putting Walshy out of play for just a moment, not really letting him capitalize on Luna for a moment, and then Zen coming in with a side sig of his own, finally evening up the amount of stocks on Snowy, but Luna as well. But look at the difference in the damage. Walshy stock is soon to expire, so they need to get some damage. They need that damage now.
Luna's able to grab a weapon very quickly. He knows he prefers to have the weapon in his hand when he's looking to end this stock onto Walshy. I think Snowy was expecting a side air from Zen rather than him turning around, which is why he went for the spot dodge and not trying to gravity cancel it into an end light.
He didn't think that he had enough time to immediately punish that last option. He wanted to back off just in case there was going to be a lean-in, and then, you know what? He just happened to guess wrong. But potential huge combo? No.
That was such a hard end light to time based on the ground pound from Luna. I feel like we rarely see like truly vertical sends like that, where he sent him literally straight down with the above stage ground pound into Snowy's neutral light. The attempt was there, and it would have been so slick if it happened.
Okay, coming in with the side though, and knocking Zen out of play for just a moment, because you know why? They get to bully Walshy a little bit off stage, and then as soon as he thinks he can get back on, just eats that to the face. Knockdown to his last stock as well. This is not looking good for the blue team.
That was an express trip, first class. That was on the Concorde straight away. No, that was on the SR-71 Blackbird, because that boy's quick, sending him all the way into the top blast zone. Walshy's going to have to hold on to this stock, does find a KO here. Going to swap up the weapon. Snowy without a weapon. He's able to grab that off the soft platform. Now Luna's at the weapon disadvantage. Nice interrupt there on the turnaround side air from Snowy with the unarmed neutral light from Walshy.
Okay, Zen backing off a little bit here. What's it going to be? Does get that huge, nasty angle, just putting Snowy out of play for just a moment. Can they capitalize on Luna is the question. And the answer is not significantly. They keep putting him off stage, but it's not that much damage at the end of the day, especially when you look at Walshy. Walshy is just one hit away.
There was. Okay.
So is Snowy, but you know what?
Zen,
It's a 2v1.
Zen's got to go for something huge here while Snowy's spawning back in. Luna completely disengaging from that. Zen was, of course, hunting for that neutral air. The off stage, that's probably Zen's best chance here. There is a weapon spawn on the field, but he's side heavy. He's hoping to pick up at least one or both. Almost taking out the top. One more of those going to do it. Snowy floating around, hunting for it.
Okay, Zen, oh my goodness, this is a little bit brutal. You're just desperately trying to pick up a weapon. You're being constantly denied. You have a second lease at life because the signature you missed, but at what cost? You have to make it back on. Snowy getting the shove with the down. That means what? Luna and Snowy preserving their position in the bracket, going to be finding themselves moving on to Elimination semifinals. Amazing stuff to them. They really held it down. They really held that lead. Their damage output and their lethality this game, unmatched.
Big damage numbers coming from both players. Snowy putting out 663, Luna putting out 586, splitting the KOs right down the middle. Luna and Snowy